What's up, guys? Hope you all are well. Welcome back. Tomorrow night is a crunch clash, and it's so important for our season. Like, there's so much riding on tomorrow night's result that, there could be a lot of backlash if we fail to get another, positive result. I feel like our current run and our current form has, put a lot of pressure on Klopp and a lot of pressure on FSG. And, with every bad result, the pot slowly turns. And, somewhere the pot's going to, boil over. And the thing is, hopefully it doesn't happen like that. But I feel like another, negative result will put like a lot of fans against Klopp even further. But to be honest, it's the last thing we need to do, like we don't want to alienate Klopp from the club. He's the best things happen to us. And, even if we do happen to get a bad result tomorrow, we still need to stick with him. But let's not think about the negatives right now. Let's all think positive, really have a lot of hope going into tomorrow. Guys, we always bring our best versus the top six, and I kind of expect nothing less tomorrow. I thought for today's video, I'm going to do something a little bit different. So I'm going to be doing like a prediction of the starting lineup, quite similar to how I did like my best 11, and like my most underrated, etc. So yeah, let me know down below if you guys do like this kind of preview to a match. Let me know down below, and I'll keep carrying on this type of video. Let me know down below in the comments. As always, guys, remember to smash a huge thumbs up. It really means so much to me. Subscribe down below if you haven't subscribed already, and let's get straight into it. And let's start off with our goalkeeping situation. You know what? I feel that for our goalkeeping situation, Enquiries will be our goalkeeper. So over the past like month and a half, Simon Mignolet has got the nod ahead of Enquiries, but I don't know if he will get the nod tomorrow versus Spurs. I really don't believe that. And the thing for me is that there's been a lot of talk about Jurgen Klopp wanting to go back with Karius, give him a lot of trust, a lot of hope that he can be Liverpool's number one. And when he was going through that rough patch towards the end of like December there, Klopp, he said, listen, work hard, and then, you will find yourself back in the side. He worked hard, played really well versus Southampton, and I think he does deserve another go. I do feel that his mistake last weekend has been blown out of proportion. I feel like people are really going in on him when they didn't have to. He saved us a lot of time since he's come back, and he really has brought stability, to the goalkeeping situation. But, he'll always be a hated man in Liverpool. That's my opinion. And unfortunately, he is hated once again. In today's press conference, Jurgen Klopp was asked whether Karius is coming into the side, and then he was asked, has he made a decision? And his answer was no, he hasn't decided yet. If he was to stay with Mignolet, my honest opinion is he would have kind of said, nah, Simon is starting and not Karius, but he hasn't done that. He hasn't given the assurance that he's not starting. Then for our right back position, it's obviously, the same right back. As always, the ever-present Nathaniel Klein. For me, guys, like Nathaniel Klein has to start. There's no better right back at the club. He has been struggling of late with an injury. He seems to have overcome that. He trained the last week. He should be fit again for the weekend. If he's not, obviously Trent will come in. But I think, and it seems like Klein is fit and available. So, Klein at right back. Then the centre-back positions are quite tough, because the thing is, Dejan Lovren is struggling right now with an injury, and he's not quite sure if he will start. Well, yeah, that's what Klopp said. And he hasn't trained over the last few days. So if Lovren doesn't start, right, then either Klavan will come in, or Lucas, or potentially Gomez. And my feeling is, after Lucas's shocking performance, I feel like he's out of contention. I'm not sure what the story is with Klavan at the moment, whether or not he is fit. So I'm not sure about that. But if Klavan is not fit, and neither is Lovren, I do feel like Gomez will get his chance. I feel like after last weekend's poor result versus Hull City, I don't think Lucas will be starting at centre-back. That's my opinion. So if Lovren is fit, obviously he starts at that position. But my feeling is he won't be fit, and Joe Gomez will fill in at centre-half. Then the other centre-half position is, fairly simple, fairly straightforward. And that's Joel Matip. Joel Matip has been struggling of late with form, really playing badly, and, not living up to that expectation that we are, hoping he would. And it's scary, because right now we need a lot of stability at the back. We're leaking goals for fun, and we need like, a rock solid defender. And we thought we had one in Joel Matip, but clearly he's not that right now. So Joel Matip, please bring your A game tomorrow. We need you. Maybe pop in there with a goal, from the corner. But yeah, do your job at centre-half first, and then we'll talk about goals later. Then a left-back position. Okay, My personal opinion is I would go with Alberto Moreno at left back, but not going to happen. Obviously, he really trusts Milner and he really backs him in that left back position. He hasn't been playing great of late, and that actually rhymed. Great of late, and I feel like he should get dropped. But obviously, you know, he's Mr. Dependable, and you know, he's one of Klopp's first names on the team sheet. So I don't think he will get dropped. So left back, James Milner. Then in the midfield three, this is quite a tough one. I'm not quite sure how he's going to go. There is an injury concern to Lallana. Emre Can's playing really badly, you know, so I don't know how he's going to go all line up. Lallana hasn't been training for the last 2 or 3 days, as Klopp confirmed in his press conference. So I do think our mainstay at the holding midfield will be, as always, Jordan Henderson. Then at the right centre mid position, I feel like Lallana won't be fit. I have a feeling he won't be fit. So if Lallana's not fit, I feel like Wijnaldum fits in there at the right centre mid position. Then at left centre mid position, I feel like Emre Can has to be there then. You know, he's playing so shit right now, like it's horrendous. But, you know, we don't have we don't actually have any other centre mids, so the only other obvious choice is Emre Can. He's playing like shit, but, you know, he needs to get his act together and really, you know, stake a claim for that starting position. Obviously, if Lallana is fit, I feel like Emre Can will fall out, but at the moment, it doesn't feel like he's going to be available. Then in the front three positions, I think it's pretty simple. Right wing, Sadio Mane, ever present. You know, Liverpool depend on him so much for results. Hopefully tomorrow he can come up with the goods, as always. Then the left mid position, as always again, full Coutinho. Still struggling for form since he's come back. Hopefully, you know, he can start with Spurs. And, you know, tear them apart, score a worldie, as you do. And then up top, again, very obvious choice, Roberto Firmino. I don't think Daniel Sturridge will start, even though he does deserve to, in my opinion. I feel like Roberto hasn't given much to the side right now, and I feel like, you know, we need to change it up a little bit. You know, freshen up the side. But I don't think it's going to happen. So that's my final 11 for tomorrow's game. What do you guys think of it? Do you guys think that any of the players shouldn't be starting, or do you think that there should be some changes? Let me know down below in the comments. I'm quite interested to see where you guys stand in this. And you know what? It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be one of those games which is going to be won, you know, by small margins. And hopefully luck is on our side for once. We need this victory so badly. Win this game tomorrow and we go 1 point behind Spurs and we catch up into that top 4. Guys, we fell out of the top 4 for the first time since September. It's not acceptable. Get back in there, get back to winning ways, and we can do this. Keep the belief, keep believing, keep backing Jurgen Klopp, and things will eventually come right. So, thanks for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy this week's video. As always, guys, remember to smash a huge thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll catch you soon. I think Monday or Tuesday, not quite sure how that one will work out, but yeah, I'll see you then. Until next time, guys, see you there. Bye.